The Gameday Broadcast Network is proud to present Baseball Media Day, hosted by the Ballpark, Loudoun. Baseball Media Day is brought to you by Capital Closets, a perfect solution for all of your storage needs. By Integrated Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. Visit Robin O'Connor and her team the next time you have to get back in the game. And by Finnegan's Grill and Irish Pub, the best sports pub and grill in Ashburn.
All right, this is Chris Pruden. I'm the head baseball coach at Potomac Falls High School. It's my first year, brand new head coach at Potomac Falls, so we're really excited for the opportunity to be over there this year. Last 3 years I was over at Riverside, so I can't really speak to much about what went on at Potomac Falls, but I told my kids that, well, we're focused about right now and moving forward into the future with our guys. So we don't really talk about last year or things that have happened in the past. Coach Durango did a great job for 25 years, and we definitely plan on honoring him before one of our games this year, which will be definitely a game to go see. I can talk about that in a little bit. When I took over in the fall, right around end of October, November, immediately I wanted to get our kids in the weight room because I think that's a really important part of developing young athletes is to get in the weight room. So we did strength and conditioning for twice a week before school, and then we also were here at the ballpark hitting on Tuesday nights. We were able to get a couple green days in, which is good. I think the kids really didn't like when it was 30 degrees out, but we were still running it outside on the turf field because our baseball field is under construction. But we made it work, and we're gonna do our best to make it work this year. We do have a pretty young team this year. We only have 5 returning seniors, so we're going to expect all those guys to really contribute and be leaders for our guys this year, since we do have a good amount of sophomores that will be playing on varsity this year. We have a couple commits, our 2 middle infielders, one just verbally committed to Marymount, Jay Virgil, and then Logan Burrows, who also plays middle infield for us. He's a senior. He is going to CCBC Essex up in Baltimore, I believe. So those are our 2 guys right now. We have a ton of other juniors and sophomores that I know that playing at the next level is definitely a goal of theirs. So we're going to just continue to work with them in the whole recruiting process and getting them to the point where they need to be to play at the next level. So other than that, schedule, some big games that we have. Obviously, Dominion is always a big one for us since we're kind of crosstown rivals, and I know that they do a great job with the Challenger division of Little League over there, and they actually, Coach Berg came up with gear, Potomac Falls versus Dominion, and all the proceeds to that go back to the Challenger division. So that game is on March 17th over there at Dominion, so that's always a good one. And then the last home game for us, May 4th, against Riverside, not because it's against Riverside, but because that's when we're having our past, present, future night, where we've invited a ton of alumni to come back, and we're going to do a little ceremony for Coach Durango before the game. And we'll celebrate, obviously, our team in the present, and then we're also inviting Lower Loudoun Little League and some of the players from the middle school, from Riverbend Middle School, to come and watch. So it's kind of our, this is where we've been, this is where we are now, and this is what, we could look forward to in the future. So that's definitely a big game for us at home to look forward to. So my expectations for this year, we're building a foundation since, I'm brand new to Potomac Falls, and we're just going to go out and compete every single day. We're going to take it one pitch at a time. Doesn't matter who we're playing or where we're playing. It's all about our team. We're going to focus on that and just go out and compete every single day. So,
Coach, thanks for being with us. I'm Bob Duncan with Gameday Magazine. Wishing you all the success in the world here for your first year. Coming into a situation as a first-year head coach, replacing somebody who's been at your school for 25 years, What sort of challenges do you face in terms of either creating a new culture or bringing the culture of the former team forward and having success this season?
Right. So, I mean, definitely big shoes to fill. Coach Tarango has been their one and only coach for 25 years, which is incredible, 25 years in coaching. My biggest challenge, and I wouldn't say it was really a challenge, but is getting the guys used to different expectations. And our first day of practice, I'm sure if they were still here, it was kind of chaos because they didn't know what to expect. So it's just getting everyone on board about the way that I want things done and our coaching staff wants things done moving forward. And it's going to take some time to get everyone on the same page, and there's going to be some growing pains, but I know, with some consistency and a little bit of tough love, like we'll get there. We'll get there.
Coach George Kalsa from Gameday. In your first year, it may take you a few weeks anyway to get a real idea of the talent and who goes where and who fits where. But from what you're seeing thus far, what does it look like the strengths of your team will be, and where are the areas that you're going to have to work on?
Right. So one of the areas that we had to work on, and we were actually fortunate to use the ballpark here this winter, is hitting. I brought in a new coach with me who was the head coach at Centerville in the mid 2000 teens, probably like 2013. Coach Finley, who knows Coach Pudge pretty well. He played for him at Madison, and he's awesome at hitting. So we started working on really drilling that. We are down a couple pitchers to injuries, so we'll really be looking at some sophomores to eat up some innings this year. One of the guys I brought with me today, Kyle Moriarty, he's going to be our guy to start the season, and he's definitely going to be a strength for us, someone that has great control, unusual arm angle, throw strikes. But I think our biggest strength is our youth, honestly, because these guys are going to be in the system for a couple years. In my system, our coach's new system. So they're going to learn now, and then by the time that they're juniors and seniors, they're going to know what the expectations are and how we play Panther baseball at Potomac Falls.
Coach, as a brand new coach, I want to kind of follow up on what I asked you previously. What sort of culture are you trying to establish, and what can the players and fans expect from you as the new head coach at Potomac Falls?
Right. So with my coaching philosophy, it's going to be a little bit similar to Riverside, just because I've been there the last 3 years with Coach Plank. It's a lot about toughness, and not so much physical toughness, but mental toughness. Baseball is a game of failure. You fail more times than not. How are you able to overcome adversity? So mental toughness is a big one, like I mentioned before. Just competing every single pitch, not thinking about, I just made an error or I just walked that guy. It's always this pitch right now. We focus on a lot about accountability and integrity, and discipline is definitely something that that goes along with it too. It's a lot of tough love. All right, I coach for the players, but there's certain standards that we got to meet. So that's just the way we run things over at Potomac Falls now.
You worked on hitting a lot this winter.
Correct.
Who are the kids that might have the most impact, on your offense?
Right. So someone that improved the most for us just from the time we got him to right now is John Bransford. He's a junior and probably going to be one of our starting outfielders this year. Might probably hit leadoff for us. He's really improved his hitting, shortened down his swing. Is very consistent through the zone, makes great contact. So we look forward to him. Bryce Thunstrom, who I brought with me, he's also a junior outfielder. I think he was one of the core guys they had last year in their lineup. So he's definitely another guy. And then someone that we could look forward to really counting on is Casey Lamb, who's a sophomore. He'll be a corner infield guy for us and another pitcher that will eat some innings up. And he's definitely really, really strong. Has great power, great hands, and we look forward to having him in the middle of our lineup.
And is Coach Finley teaching a certain approach to hitting?
Yeah, so Coach Finley actually takes a lot from Coach Pudge, just because he played at Madison back in the day. So a lot of the things that Coach Pudge does over there, we use at Potomac Falls too. And it's just getting ready to hit. And, you know, I like to keep it simple. Our approach, when they're in the batter's box, it's either yes, 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 we're swinging the bat, or yes, yes, no. Because, you know, especially with kids, a lot of, you know, they have so much going on. I got to get my foot down, or my hands aren't here. Worry about that when you're on deck or when you're in the hole in the dugout. When you're in the batter's box, it's just you against the other guy, right? And you should just be thinking about seeing the baseball and hitting the baseball. So we try and keep it as simple as possible, just to not overwhelm our kids. So.
Coach, as a new coach, you're trying to instill your philosophy of coaching, and you want the Panthers to learn how to do things your way.
Right.
What are you hoping to learn from them as you enter your first year as a head coach?
Yeah, so this is definitely trial by fire, right? It's nice to have guys that have been in the program. So my pitching coach has been at Potomac Falls, I think, since 2013. I have Coach Finley, who's been a head coach. So they've definitely helped me kind of establish the basis of the program, which is nice. But what I'm trying to learn from my players is just how I could be the best coach possible, because not every kid could be taught the same way. I'm a special education teacher, so I see that certain kids learn better different ways. So it's just getting to that level of a relationship with each player where I know how, you know, to teach them best or how to motivate them best. And I think that's what I'm trying to learn from my players is where are they at, so I could match you at where they are.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for participating here. One thing all the coaches have said is Loudoun County and Northern Virginia are full of top coaches, and I have a feeling you'll be in that fraternity from the get-go.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
This presentation of Game Day Baseball Media Day has been brought to you by the Ballpark Loudoun, the newest home for baseball training, team parties, and corporate events in Loudoun County, Virginia. Come live the experience. To watch more of Game Day Baseball Media Day, visit the Game Day Nation Facebook page at facebook.com/Game Day Broadcast and on Twitter at GBN Mobile.